everybody, and welcome up to the commentary box for round 16 of the 2021 QuidFit British Touring Car Championship. We're all set then for what is going to be a very exciting day of racing, as per usual on a Clash weekend. The first race and the third race will be live here on YouTube, with race 2 delayed after the Formula 1. Don't forget, following this, we have the MotoGP British Grand Prix at Silverstone as well. A whole day of action awaits us here, and it looks to be absolutely fantastic. Really can't wait for this one. It is going to be yet another classic. Here today, it is round 16 of the season, which means we are past the halfway point. It's the 6th weekend of 10 in the British Touring Car Championship, and the title is still close at the front as well. So we had a fantastic round last time out, with Colin Thurxton taking 2 wins at Knockhill as well. It closed everything back up again nicely. Here today, in terms of the way the grid forms out, Dan Rowbottom on pole position after a great qualifying and interrupted qualifying, as we often see here at Thurxton. Jake Hill starts second on the grid as well. Josh Cook is third. Look where the title contenders are as well. Colin Thurxton down in 9th place as well. Ash Sutton up in P7, just in front of him as well. The grid very much spread out. Jake Hill starting P2. Can he get his title challenge back up and running after a couple of difficult weekends? And yes, we're back here at Thurxton as well, the scene of the beginning of this Touring Car Championship. The reason we're back here is because we lost Rockingham a couple of years ago. So once every year now, circuits tend to double up. It's been Thurxton as well as a double up circuit. We were supposed to have in its place actually the Silverstone round on the international circuit. However, this weekend, of course, the British Grand Prix for MotoGP are there, so we can't run on the international circuit for Silverstone. Hopefully that'll be on the calendar next year, and that means that we'll get to use the big wing as well, and the international circuit, which loops back from the loop section back onto the Hangar Straight, so you miss all of the Brooklands and the usual area we run on for the touring cars. We go on the international layout, so it's pretty much just the other half of the circuit. We will be going to Silverstone, of course. That's coming up shortly here on the touring car weekend. I think it's the next weekend as well. And then we go over to Donington, followed then as well by Brands Hatch of the Grand Prix circuit to round out the calendar. It's going to be a great one once again. We're running slightly behind on schedule as per usual due to safety cars in previous races, but the start time should be on time as well. Reminder, we will have MotoGP live coverage of the British Grand Prix coming up as well, followed by live coverage of the Formula 1 race as well, all with watch-alongs here on YouTube. You can set your reminders throughout the day. They're all here. And the Formula 1 race, I can tell you, it is wet, wet, wet over in Spa as well, and it looks to get even wetter for when that race starts for Formula 1. Chances of the formation lap standing behind the safety car is high. Chances of red flags are extremely high as well, so be prepared for that later on. But this track here for British touring cars, absolutely fantastic. We're going to take a look at it now actually as well, because we can open up the battle graphic that we'll have open for the majority of the race. This is our lovely screen with our driver tracker. There is the track, as you can see. Turn 1, just after the finish line, the FL line, that's Allards, then into the chicane areas at Campbell and Cobb. Seagrave leads back on towards the little stretch towards the left-hander at Noble. Right-hander at Goodwood into Village, down in towards the fastest corner in Britain, Church. Flat out as well. Hawthorne, up Woodham Hill as well, and into the last corner, which is Club as well. It's a 2.350 mile circuit as well. It's very tight, very twisty as well. The elevation change here is at a high 48 meters above sea level is its maximum. It is abrasive, it is difficult, but my goodness me, is it a fantastic circuit as well. Getting a lot of text messages coming in about the track conditions over at Spa-Francorchamps as well, so you know it's going to be a good one there. It is round 16 of this incredible calendar, as I said, so be prepared to see a lot more action than what we usually would for the touring cars. as we are almost set to go then for round 16 of the season here from Thurxton. Hopefully the tensions will rise enough and the atmosphere will be electric as well. This is the battle screen, as I said, we'll be watching throughout the race as well so that you can see the cars going around the track, and I can bring you the commentary. It's a 16-lap race as well with Dan Rowbottom on pole position. This will be the screen that we'll see at the start of the race because the driver tracker doesn't work up until the end of the first lap. So you'll have to bear with us with that one. No Tim Harvey this weekend if you're listening in from ITV4 as well. He's racing at Thurxton, but he's in the Porsche challenge as well. So alongside David Addison in the commentary box is Paul O'Neill. No stranger there that Paul has debutised for him before, but it'd be nice to hear from him in the box. And him and David Addison always joke they don't like each other, but they really, really do. They're really good friends as well. But it's that jokey relationship of, well, I hate you, you hate me, and all that lot. It's really good fun as well. Get your questions coming in on YouTube, on the Twitter chat as well, at Joshua Birch 99. On YouTube chat, I've got it open as well. Get everything ready, and we will inform you as we go of the situations here for the Quit Fit British Touring Car Championship. Weather looking good. Anticipation for this race is high as well. And you just have to wonder what is going to be next. I also have here in front of me an iPad which shows me the weather that I can tell you as well throughout this event. It looks to be another cracker. Dry track conditions at the moment. It's air temperature is at 14.6 degrees. Track temperature 22.3, which is looking good. We're now 2 minutes past the delay, but we're getting ready for the formation lap. We'll run you through the grid, and then we'll run you through the remainder of the races as well. Is anyone else not happy with this 16 out of 13 30 banner as well? I'm really hoping we'll get that sorted to make it look a bit more professional as we go on as well before the end of the 30-round calendar as well. Motorsports is always dangerous. It says so on the back of every single ticket. We've had some horrible crashes in the other series we've been covering this weekend as well. Marc Marquez flying off the bike, Lando Norris hitting the wall, the W Series accidents as well. Let's hope we can have a clean one here at Thurxton, because we all remember having race 2 at Thurxton back at the beginning of the season with a nasty accident as well into the wall. So keep your eyes peeled as well. This is going to be another tension rising race as they're getting ready. Scheduled start was supposed to be for 11:40. It hasn't been. Green flags are out. The formation lap begins. Away from the front row, Dan Rowbottom and Jake Hill lead the field as well of 29 British touring cars around this 2.356 mile circuit. And this is how they line up on the grid then. Here at Thurxton, row 1 sees Dan Rowbottom alongside Jake Hill. A great pole position for Dan yesterday at 1:15.521. The second row sees Josh Cook alongside Rory Butcher. Row 3, Tom Oliphant and Adam Morgan. Row 4, Ashley Sutton and Dan Lloyd. Row 5, Colin Turkington and Senna Proctor. Row 6, Jason Plato and Tom Ingram. Row 7, Tom Chilton and Gordon Shedden. Row 8 sees Stephen Jelly alongside Chris Smiley. Row 9 sees Jack Goff alongside Aidan Moffat as well. A great job for Moffat to be back in 18th place. He's got to improve. Jade Edwards is 19th on row 10 with Ollie Jackson. Aaron Taylor-Smith and Jack Butel on row 11. Row 12, Paul Rivette and Sam Schmeltz. Row 13, Jack Mitchell and Carl Bordley. Row 14 is Sam Osborne and Rick Parfitt. And then row 15 sees Nick Hamilton starting at the back of the field in the Rocket Racing team entry as well. The Rocket Racing with iQuote online training. Terms of the ballast, well, all hard tyres must be used, so it's ballast in this one. Rowbottom 27 kilograms, Hill 39, Cook 33, Morgan 9, Sutton maximum as championship leader on 75, Turkington is on 57, Ingram second in the titles on 66 as well. Moffat has 15 kilograms as well, done in 18th place as well. Clouds is definitely coming to start over the field here as well at Thurxton. A bit of dark atmosphere as well. It's almost struggling to see who's where and who in some parts, but we're almost ready to go. The championship challenge is on. with just 4 weekends left, including this one. After this, we go to Silverstone, then Donington, and then the grand finale at Brands Hatch in October. Can we get a run for the title starting now in the second half of the year? This is really where we need to see 16 to 30 races as well in the second half of 2021. This is battle time. This is hard knock fight time, and this touring car race always is going to be a cracker. Reminder, race 2 coming up later on. That is underway at about 2:40 British summer time. It'll be live on ITV. We will be having delayed watch-along coverage of that second race here on YouTube at 4:30 before live coverage of the last race of the day at 5:30 here on YouTube. That's because of the Formula 1 and MotoGP interrupting that second race. And I think we all rather want to watch the Formula 1 race at Spa, where it's going to be wet weather masterclass as well, to see what's going to happen next. You won't just be seeing me in this bubble box if you're just joining us. We will have the driver tracker in operation as well shortly. It's not operational until the end of the first lap, or until they get past that first sector point, which, as you can see, if I flick to that screen now, it is up at I1. So as soon as all the cars are past there, that will be the action point as well, where we can switch over to the driver tracker and keep our eyes on the remainder of the race. It's always fun if you've got a solo commentator or commentator cameras to have the driver tracker alongside permanently. If you've got a permanent string of commentators, it's better to keep flicking between them as well, so you get a better access of what you're seeing as well out there on the circuit. Car gods around there as well, just waiting along. The fans back in attendance here for the first time at Thurxton. Of course, the first race meeting of the year at Thurxton was held behind closed doors. We only had racings at the second event at Snetterton, where we were on site broadcasting. This here today at Thruxton is the first time the fans have got in, so at least every event this year will have some fans in it. Every track will have fans at it this year as well. Now that the COVID pandemic is, as Boris Johnson would say, we'd have to live with it, but millions are being vaccinated every day as well. It's a fantastic rollout as well, and we're battling it hard as well. None other than the battles about the track are about to happen as well, as round 16 of the QuitFit British Touring Car Championship is about to get underway. 5 seconds until the red lights come on. Watch the lights. We have lights on here at Thruxton, and round 16 is underway. Poor start from Dan Rowbottom, a great start from Jake Hill, but in the second phase of the start, it's actually Jake Hill who bogs down on the Extro turf as well as he comes down towards turn 1 at Riches. Great start. Dan Rowbottom leads. Now it's Josh Cook leading. Josh Cook from third place has got an absolutely lightning start and leads as he comes down in towards Campbell and Cobb, as the Rowbottom tries to hold around the outside. Are they all going to make it through cleanly? Yes. Cook is squeezing Rowbottom off the racing line. Rowbottom dropping 2 places. That's one of the BMWs moving up. Surely that's Tom Oliphant in second place, and it is. Oliphant's made a tremendous start up into second position at the moment, as Jake Hill's still side by side as well, trying to hold back. Rowbottom dropped down. Butcher's in there as well. Butcher battling with I think Adam Morgan coming through now as well in the Mercedes, in the BMW. Yes, he is. All goods further back. It's Cook, Oliphant, Hill, Rowbottom as well out there. Great little start at the moment. We've got the driver tracker in operation as the green lights are on. So there's the cars racing around the track, as you can see in the driver tracker. So lap 1 of 16. A long, long way to go. Big slide there from one of the BMWs. I think that was Stephen Jelly, who got on the exit curb coming out of the church corner. Cook leads at the moment. And there's some fantastic manoeuvring side by side as Ingram is now having a battle with Senna Proctor. He's got through, but by cutting the corner at Club. So he's going to have to change over. Cook leads. Hill goes around the outside of Oliphant with a great move as well. Hill to second. Oliphant is third. Rowbottom, Morgan, Butcher, Sutton, Lloyd, as well as we take another look at this move from Jake Hill as well as we were watching further back in the pack. Down now through Woodham Hill into Club Corner. Jake Hill rides the tail of Tom Oliphant, breaks it later, dives around the outside. completely catching Tom Oliphant by surprise, and Hill sweeps around the outside with a lovely move as well. Butcher's up into 5th place. He's passed Adam Morgan at the moment as well, as they all keep circulating here right now. It's Cook, Hill, Oliphant, Rowbottom, Butcher, top 5, Morgan, Sutton, Lloyd, Ingram, Proctor, the top 10 at the moment. So the question is, who's made the best positions on the start of this race? Looking at it as well, Cook's up 2 places, Ingram's up 3 as well. Up 4 is Ollie Jackson as well. I think it's Jackson who's made the best start. Making the poorest start is actually Sam Schmeltz. He's dropped down 4 places. So that's the order of situations at the moment in terms of who's watching the best on the run. Lap 2. Now lap 3. Here at Snetterton. Here at Thurxton. Keep doing that. Spinner, Paul Rivette has spun, and he's got a lot of grass in the front of his splitter and spoiler area. Now, what happened here? Did he get on the exit curb at Church and hit the grass? Can't see where he is at the moment. There he is. Yeah, just gets a tank slapper ride and does a 360. Does a 720, actually. And right into the middle of the pack as well. Thank God nobody T-boned him like we saw back at Alton Park with Tom Oliphant getting hit by Paul Rivette, actually. But okay, all good so far. Rivette just having a 720 spin down at the exit of Church onto the Woodham Hill as well. Senna. And a time penalty for Dan Lloyd, a 5-second time penalty for being out of position on the start. I don't know if you can read that on your monitors there on the race control chat. But, yep, a race control message. Time penalty number 123. That's Dan Lloyd, 5 seconds out of position on the start. And there's confirmation then. Jason Plato down in P11 and Senna Proctor. They've both stayed where they are. As you can see on your screens right now as well, the biggest movers up and down the field at the current moment. 29 cars in this championship as they all swing their way through. It looks like the sun's just trying to break through at the top of the screen as well. A lot of cloud cover, but still the sun you can just see in the background. It's coming up on 11:51 here in the UK. So it will be there as well. And we've just had some breaking news in the MotoGP Championship. If you're a fan of that, Yamaha confirm verbal agreement with Andrea Dovizioso. So from Mazzano, Morbidelli will move to the factory squad, and Dovizioso will be partnering Valentino Rossi at Yamaha SRT. That's a great one. We'll talk about that more at the British Grand Prix that's following us here from the British Touring Car Championship on YouTube. The MotoGP watch along will be next. Lap 4 of 16 as well. Cook leads at the moment, but right behind, we're watching the battle for 10th place at the moment. Senna Proctor under attack by Jason Plato. Plato into Church now, one of the fastest corners in Britain, still side by side, still trying to have the battle between them as well. Plato's got such a great run as well. Can he find anything down towards the club corner? Woodham Hill as well as next. Flashing the lights, actually, is Proctor, dives up the inside of Ingram. So Proctor passes Ingram, and now Plato's got Ingram to play with as well as they come onto the start-finish straight once again as we approach Allards. What a dramatic little turnaround that was. Great move from Proctor. Dived up the inside as well. Flashed the lights. Let Ingram knew he was there. And he was going through. And it worked absolutely perfectly. Which is the better news of the two. Swinging back. Plato trying to look to the inside. Side by side. So he cut to the front. Dan Rowbottom battling now. Over 4th place as Rory Butcher, who's down in 5th place as well in the Toyota Gazoo Racing. Tried to go around the outside. Coming into the Campbell Cobb chicane. He got forced out as we approach Seagrave. Down towards Noble, and that's how it happened. Rory Butcher just literally threw it up the inside of Dan Rowbottom. Rowbottom had to go so late into the corner. I'll tell you what, Butcher was completely out of it there. He was completely out of control. Battle for 4th between 4 cars. Rowbottom, Butcher, Morgan and Sutton. 4, 5, 6, 7 at the moment. And joining that battle is Dan Lloyd, but he has got that penalty of 5 seconds, remember. So it will drop him down the order post-race. Moffat's past Goff. He's up to P17 now. At the moment as well, Cook leads with the fastest lap, a 1:16.268 as well as now at the inside. Butcher under pressure. Morgan looking to the inside of Butcher, can't get through. They're all trying so hard So Morgan in the BMW with the car gods with Cycling Racing Motorsports trying to attack Rory Butcher in the Toyota Gazoo Racing UK, the factory Toyota Gazoo Racing, like you see at Le Mans. It's the factory team of Toyota, and they run a factory car here in the British Touring Car Championship with the Toyota. Side by side again now as well, as Morgan comes under pressure from Sutton, the championship leader, who leaves the door open for Dan Lloyd, who jumps over the curves at Campbell and Cobb. Sutton had to be very careful there not to lose the position to Dan Lloyd. Lloyd was just trying to look for a way through. Sutton was trying to go around the outside of Morgan. It didn't pay off as well, and that just let it all crumble down the field as well at the moment. Lap 6 of 16, sliding through. All looking okay at the moment, but they've got to find their right time, got to find the balance. They're all on hard tyres as well, because it is Thurxton. It's too much of an abrasive circuit not to run the hardest tyre compound. Cook, fastest lap, as I said, 1:16.260. He gets the bonus point. So he's going to get, 21 points for the race win, an extra point for leading a lap, an extra point. So 23 points is going the way at the moment, which is great to see as well. For Josh Cook in his title attack and title defence and title ambitions, I suppose, in the situation, looking his way. Sweeping through as we drop down. Top 12 still the same. Quick clear of the throat. Jade Edwards still down in 22nd place, actually, at the moment. Lloyd confirmed with his penalty of 5 seconds later on. And Ash Sutton is still stuck behind Adam Morgan as well. They're going to try and hold the gap between them. It's nearly half distance. We're on lap 7 to 16. It'll be lap 8 to 16. Of course, if the safety car comes out, it will change over in terms of position and times, but I don't think there's actually a need for it. If I'm perfectly honest, it seems to be a nice, calm, cool, collected racing event. More drama, more battling as well, as they're still side by side. Now, look at this. Dan Rowbottom once again under attack from Rory Butcher as we come down Woodham Hill towards Club Corner as well. Butcher looking to the inside into the Club chicane. Breaks late. Morgan breaks late as well. You can hear the tyre grumbling as well between the pair of them as they swing back through once again. Back on the attack. Can Butcher find anything at all to Rowbottom at the exit? No, as they come down towards Allards for the first time. And Aaron Taylor-Smith, Taylor-Smith is dropping right down. He's dropped behind Edwards, Mitchell, Bordley, Osborne and Paffett. So what's happened here? So Aaron's in the pit lane. Okay, so Aaron Taylor-Smith has come into the pit lane. There you can see him on the timing graphic at the bottom. So he's in the pit lane as Morgan now battling with Sutton once again. Sutton's right on the back of him. He wants this 6th place so much. You can see he's on the attack as they threw Noble now in towards Goodwood as well. And Sutton is going late on the inside line. He's going to tap the back of him. He's not careful. He does tap the back of him. He touches the back of Morgan. Morgan sideways managed to hold it. Sutton literally barges his way through for 6th place over Adam Morgan as well. A complete side swipe. I'm very surprised that sort of thing is allowed, but he did touch the back of him. Let's take a look at it. Comes into the inside in towards Goodwood. Does he nudge the back at all? No, actually, he doesn't touch. From this camera angle, I'll take that back. Sutton does not touch Morgan at all. Sutton understeers off the track and off the racing line, and Sutton, with the better grip, holds it through on the inside line and just goes through. Maximum respect there, absolutely maximum on the camera angles there that we've been seeing here today for Thurxton. Keeping it through now, keeping in another attack mode. As Butcher dives up the inside finally at Dan Rowbottom and makes the move stick down at Campbell and Cobb. Nothing he can do. Sutton now trying to swing on the outside as well. Hasn't paid off, but he's got a better exit, and Rowbottom goes wide. Sutton's got the better exit coming out of Campbell and Cobb. Through Seagrave we go, down towards Noble, round the outside, and Sutton's got him. Sutton's got him. Job done. Great move there. Now he's after Rory Butcher as well. The car's come to play. The tyres have come alive for Ash Sutton as well. He's right on the back of Rory Butcher. When's he going to go for that move at the inside? When's he going to go for the attack? Sutton up to 5th place. Rowbottom down to 6th as well as we come through Church once again for the 9th time. Past half distance. It's taken us 10 minutes. It'll be a 20-minute race. Maximum here at the moment. Up Woodham Hill, in towards Club Corner we go. Can Sutton up to the inside? No. Butcher holds it back as well. Butcher locks up. Can Sutton do anything with that? No. Bounces over the curves. If anything, loses a bit of time as well. Gets a good straight line exit though. Down towards Allard once again. There's going to be a move anywhere on the track. It will be down in towards Campbell and Cobb area because that's the latest you can do. Go on the brakes as well. And the late, big offer. And that's Nick Hamilton having a spin. Hamilton spinning at the exit of Church Corner as well. Gets back on the track. But Nick Hamilton having a spin. Butcher now through Campbell and Cobb with Sutton still behind him, but Sutton now is trying all the tricks in his book to try and get a great exit, but Butcher knows that and he's defending those exits. He saw what he did to what Sutton did to Rowbottom just a lap ago. Holding it through as well. Yeah, can I just point out as well that Toyota with Rory Butcher has no success ballast in terms of the championship, but Ash Sutton, the championship leader, has 75 kilograms of success ballast on that Subaru, and let me tell you something, it is still fast. That Subaru and that car with Ash Sutton and the Laser Tools Racing is electrifying. Can he go for a third British Touring Car Championship? He's certainly looking like he wants to. Sutton has really shown the old boys what it was. When I started commentating the touring cars, it was battle between Thurxton, Plato, Jordan, and Neil as well, and Shedden for the title. Nowadays, it is a complete opposite, and it is just literally a battle for the new guys out there as well. So really trying their best at the moment, really trying to have an attack and a push wherever you can on the circuit. Butcher still holding the gap as well to Sutton. Sutton holds it back. Plato himself is in a battle with Colin Turkington. So there's the old boys having a little bit of a go between each other. And there's a strange 1980s camera tinge. There's a strange 1980s brownness to the track at the moment. With the sun trying to break through the clouds, it's given us like a 1980s camera filter. And that brownness of the vintage filter you get as well. This is Hamilton spinning through a church. The rear goes as well. And it's lucky that he only hit the grass that was put there a couple of years ago. And he didn't go swinging off into the barriers like we saw back in 2013. The car's overheating as well. So that's enough done for him for now as well. Lap 12 of 16. We're just past 12 o'clock here in the UK, which means we're coming up to the hour for when we will start the MotoGP. Jason Plato now, still on the attacking battle further back as well. Plato P11, Turkington P12, still sliding, but that is Ingram making a little bit of a mistake and getting some tyre marks on him as well. Plato desperately trying to slide round. Turkington's there as well. Turkington's just waiting for him, if I'm honest with you. So, Ingram's front end grip seems to be going off him. That's what we just heard over the radio as well, while having a clear of the throat. And Plato is going to capitalise on that massively in that Vauxhall. Swings and roundabouts here at Thurxton. What a fantastic track this is. Not many corners on it, but honestly, 1 minute 16 lap times, you have an absolute blast. We're only running for 15 minutes though. We've still got a lot of running left on in the daytime as well. Reminder that later on we'll be joining you for the other races as well, for the race 2 delayed and race 3 live. Plato trying to go around the outside of Ingram, coming into the club chicane as well. Ingram just putting that car in the ballast point as well. He doesn't want to have any sort of problems as well. Plato has got a fantastic exit out of club. Round Allard we go now as well. Looks to the inside. Can't get a move done. Tries to have a better acceleration. Ingram's tyres were just nowhere out there. Plato with so much more grip and so much more speed. Down in towards Campbell and Cobb chicane. Looks to the outside as well. Plato needs now to have a good exit speed as well. A nice good exit with a strong push. And he's got him. Can't find him. Turkington's coming now to play in the big BMW with 57 kilograms of ballast on. Meanwhile, the 75 kilograms success ballast of the Subaru of Ash Sutton is chasing down the fast, no ballast Toyota Gazoo Racing of Rory Butcher. It really is all coming to play. Swinging back through. Little tap of the brakes. Coming through Campbell. Sorry, coming through Church. And seriously as well, he just can't get through. Sutton cannot find a way through here at the moment. Looks to the outside into the braking zone. Can't find it. Butcher locks up again. Sutton can't do a thing at the moment about it. Swing a go. So, Sutton stuck behind Ingram. We're on lap 14 and 16, so 3 laps to go. Because we count the last lap as 16 if you're new to racing and just joining us here on YouTube. Thanks for your company. As they swing up towards Campbell Cobb, turns 2 and 3. Seagrave follows it, which is turn 4. Turn 5, Noble. 6 is Goodwood. 7, Village. 8, Church. 9 is Woodham Hill. 10 and 11 is Club Corner. The chicanes on the circuit as well. Shedden closing up. He is in P13 at the moment. Can he snag something in the last couple of laps? He's 2.7 seconds back at the moment to Thurxton, so unlikely that Gordon Shedden will able to do anything at the moment. Look at Hamilton and Paul Rivette at the back of the field. Hamilton, the 28 car as well. Paul Rivette in the 20, just circulating through turn sector 1 at the moment in the purple car as they swing up once again. I just heard a lot of wheel spin over my earphones. I'm not sure what we were hearing. Maybe probably a lockup as Butcher has another little moment as well coming through the chicane area. They're all desperately just trying to hold on for all they've got as we attack once again the penultimate lap of the race. It's lap 15 out of 16, and Thurxton's on the back of Plato and Ingram as well, but I don't think anything can be done here at the moment between these two. Needs to find something, needs to find some form of attack. Can't do it. No attack, no form. Cook with that fastest lap still. That was set earlier on in the race. A 1:16.260 hasn't changed. He will get 21 points for a win, a bonus point for leading a lap, and a bonus point for fastest lap. So he collect 23 points as he passes go as well. Thurxton now closing up on Plato, but as we cut back on board with Ingram, Ingram's had a poor exit. Plato's had a fantastic exit now. Plato trying left, trying right as well. One way or the other, he's going to get you as they go round Church as well, the fastest corner in Britain. Plato's got a good exit. Ingram's tyres are gone as well. Plato is desperately trying to get away through. Down Woodham Hill, Ingram goes to the inside to defend. Plato serves him a dummy, sends it round the outside, coming into club chicane as well, into the braking zone. Ingram's going to have to go late as well. Plato's going to have to defend round the outside, the touching still. What a fantastic move by Jason Plato. Ingram has to cut over the chicane, and Thurxton goes through as well on Ingram. And Thurxton's got a great exit. Can he get through on Jason Plato? Through Allard as well. No! Plato settles in for 10th place. Thurxton to 11th, and now Ingram's right on the back as well, battling. Ingram side by side with the BMW as we come round into Campbell and Cobb. Ingram trying to go on the outside. Thurxton backs out of the position, and they touch ever so slightly. Bumper to bumper. Ingram goes back through, jumps over the curb. Thurxton tries to go around the outside. He's got a better exit coming through Seagrave, and Thurxton now trying to go around the outside again. Ingram is defending him hard. They touch again, and Ingram nearly loses the rear of the car as they turn in towards Goodwoods. So Plato with a fantastic move around the outside of the first half of the club chicane, dove up the inside of the next corner and just had him. Fantastic manoeuvre. But his 7th win at Thurxton to put him in the record books as well as the equal winner here along with Matt Neal. It's Josh Cook, winner of round 16 of the QuitFit British Touring Car Championship. Josh Cook wins, Jay Kelly 2nd, Tom Oliphant comes home 3rd, Rory Butcher's 4th, Sutton is 5th, Roy Bottom 6th, Morgan 7th, then we get Proctor 8th, Plato 9th, Ingram rounds out the top 10. Lloyd finishes 11th, just ahead of Thurxton because Lloyd had the penalty to be applied on the screens. And then it's Shedden 13th, Chilton 14th, and Jelly rounds out the points in 15th. Fabulous. Moffat 16th, Smiley is 17th, 18th on the board as well for Jackson, 19th Butel, 20th Goff, Edwards 21st, Osborne 22nd, Mitchell 23rd, Boardley 24th, Paffett 25th, Sam Schmelt 26th, Taylor Smith 27th, and Hamilton 28th, and Rivette in 29th place. What a beautiful, beautiful race as the checkered flag comes out here at Thurxton. Winner of round 16 of the QuitFit British Touring Car Championship is Josh Cook. His third win of the year. It's once, it's twice, it's 3 times a winner in 2021. So, thanks for your company here on YouTube. We'll be back in around about half hour for the MotoGP British Grand Prix. And then following that, the Formula 1 race from Belgium. And then we will have race 2 with the delayed watch-along at 4:30, all being well. And race 3 live at 5:30 here on YouTube, all being well, of course. My thanks for your company in race 1. Join us for MotoGP next. But what a race. Josh Cook wins for a 7th time at Thurxton. We'll see you later for race 2.